Right, but that's the point, though. You're getting a chance with 2 different effects to kill the shit I paid for. So what you're saying is that you want to be able to kill my shit on the stack, which causes me to lose the mana, and then it resolves, I get my chance to use my thing. But before I get a chance to shoot my thing, you get a second chance to kill it and cause me to lose my mana. So you have 2 chances to get card advantage on me. That's not how the game works. It's not balanced that way. You're trying to solve the issue of Planeswalkers by breaking fundamental rules of the game, and it's fucking not balanced that way. The game is balanced in that once I actually get my shit, I get to use it. Believe me, you don't want to take that away from people. Yeah, there are things that require actual damage to be dealt. There are things that simply ask for life to be lost. So there are different interactions based on kind of which of these abilities we happen to use today. Okay, we're going to go try to fight Plantera again. I have a better set of ammo here, so hopefully that's going to help. We're going to do more damage. I still have a good amount of potions. If this doesn't work, though, I'm going to have to go start restocking on various potions. I'm also going to have to find a second Plantera bulb. Hey, Jack. I do not have... I just realized. I'm dropping down a elevator. And I don't have this on me. Land destruction... The problem with land destruction is that land destruction is not all that good in a vacuum. Yeah, like, I also, like, base, you should not be reaching to Yu-Gi-Oh! As an example of good balance and good game design. It really doesn't have that. And the problem I have with your current argument is that you are now using an example of a really unbalanced card to try to justify a bad rules change. Try to justify this rule change with balanced cards, not banned cards. Banned means we have decided this is not balanced. They don't ban often. So justify this with a not banned card. Did I kill Plantera? No, I died when it was at like 1% left. So we're gonna try again in just a second. I just have to actually clear my goddamn arena because enemies just continuously spawn in here. Like, on screen, spawn in here. Well, yes, but I should not have an inherent cost to playing the card that is above and beyond the actual cost of playing the card. The rule change you are suggesting actively punishes me for playing a card type. There is inherent cost. It's called the mana cost. That is the cost. It's already in the game. Again, you are trying to fix something that is not broken, and your example of what it's fixing is a card that we have acknowledged is broken. It's not Planeswalkers themselves, it were those exact cards. I'm telling you that I think that Planeswalkers are a terrible idea and should not be in the game, but that is not one of the problems. Also, I'm going to go grab some of these sunflowers, and we're going to use those and see if I can maybe reduce the spawn rate here so I can actually get some shit done. Well, no, that's not a cost. That's a downside. That's not a cost. No, Enderlord, not all. I've seen decks that run 0 creatures. That creatures are not their win condition. But no, like, basically, you are trying to instill an additional cost on top of, above and beyond of, the actual cost of the card. You are literally trying to break the game to fix cards that we already have banned. But I'm sorry. Your argument is fundamentally flawed at the most base of levels. It is a bad argument. I'm sorry. I have to call you out on this. You are now actively reaching for other ways to describe this issue. There is a cost. It is called the mana cost. That is how the game is balanced. Flat, from the get-go. You balance it by the actual card's cost. You balance it by when you can play it, which is only during main phases. You balance it by being able to only use one of its abilities per turn. That is the other balance. Base, you are claiming Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is one of the least balanced games out there. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not balanced. The power creep has been going higher and higher, and one of the original sets had a you win the game argument in it. Like, come on, man. Don't even try to reach to Yu-Gi-Oh! As a balanced system. It isn't. You are, again, reaching specifically to cards that are not balanced to try to argue for the sake of a system that is not balanced. I mean, you can't do that. Like, those cards we know are not balanced, and they are now banned. But tell me that with uncommon Narset from War of the Spark, uncommon Narset, it's fair that you get to screw with that before I get to use it. Tell me that's fair. How about Tybalt? Uncommon Tybalt. So, I'm going to pay 3, but before I get to make my 1/1 creature, you get to kill it. The rule that you are suggesting does not work, and it breaks this is the issue. It breaks fundamental rules of Magic. And one of the fundamental rules is I have priority when I cast something, which is important because I need to actually be able to do something. The rule, as you are identifying, says whoever goes second wins the game because they get to stop anything I do. The inactive player gets to shut down everything. This is really getting annoying. I'm getting killed before I can get there. Right, but standard removal is to react to something that has already hit the battlefield and has already... I need to think of a different way to phrase this. So the thing about counterspells, the thing with counterspells is that in order to use a counterspell, you have to pay the cost and you have to have the mana up, which means that you made a choice to not cast something during your turn to get a tempo advantage against me, which is fine. They have to interact on the stack, and they have to be used in response to something. Standard removal gets to be used whenever the hell you want. It can be used your turn, their turn, doesn't matter. It doesn't have an opportunity cost because you don't have to be responding to something. You can just use it. It also does not require that you waited for me to cast something. You could cast something and then potentially use your standard removal the next turn. You can kind of remove whenever you want. The problem is that when I cast a card, I should have the expectation as the active player that I get an actual reward out of the cost. I spent the money, I should get something. Counterspells say that I can't do that, and I should have to play around that. That's the counterplay to counterspells, is that if I see that you have mana open, I should have to respond to that. But as soon as I get past the counterspell, I should be able to have the expectation that I get to use what I paid for, because I outplayed the counterspell. But now what you're saying is after I outplay the counterspell, now I just don't get to do anything, because I have to hope that past your counterspell, you don't have a second spell that also destroys my thing. So now I have to get past that too. So now I don't get card advantage, now I'm just down a card. Because I spent my mana, I cast my spell, and now it's just gone. I didn't get any effect out of it whatsoever. And that's a problem. Like, again, the other colors get other things that make up for not having on the stack removal. How's all this argument not apply to counterspells? Because counterspells have, like you said, opportunity costs. You have to have the mana open, and you have to have it open when I'm casting. Standard removal, you can cast at any time. So counterspells get around this because they have to be done when I am on the stack. If you are not ready when I'm on the stack, you missed your chance. And that makes it so counterspells do not get to actually rule the game. They have to be used only when I have something on the stack. You're saying that standard removal, which can be used at literally any time, gets around that. So what you're talking about is a better counter. And again, that is a major issue. Standard speed interaction can interact with enter the battlefield abilities? It absolutely can. You stop it from entering the battlefield. Once it enters the battlefield, then I get to have my thing that I paid for. Like, again, you are trying to stop me from getting the thing that I paid for, and you want 2 different times to do it. And the problem is, that's not acceptable from a balance perspective. Base, you literally just said, enter the battlefield abilities. You just said it. It's right there. It's even on screen as I say this. Yes, you should not get to respond to sorcery speed activated abilities and stop them from happening. You don't get to stop them. That is not how the fucking game works. The game is not balanced in the way you want it to balance. If we did the thing that you're asking for, we would have to completely change how tons of cards in the game work, because you would be flat breaking hundreds of cards that would no longer work. I need another... Okay, there's a Plantera Bulb. Enderlord, it's not a all versus one or anything like that. I think part of the significant difference here, I think, is that I'm not sure how necessarily long base has been playing. I've been playing a really long time, so I've seen a ton of cards that this would break. And also, I've been actively kind of working on increasing my rules knowledge to become a judge, so I know how much shit this would break. And I don't necessarily know if base does. So part of what I think is the issue is that we're coming at this conversation from 2, you know, okay, owning it's different than playing with it originally. And keep in mind, I did not play with Sylvan Library when it released. But I think we're coming at this from 2 very different experience points. Was the pack still legal when you opened it? And was it from its original printing? You were like 8, okay. Also, this crap is ridiculous. Oh my god, I can't place this here? I don't know how to deal with this. Like, this spawn rate has been constant. And it's ridiculously high. I can't even set up the arena. Because I literally have shit falling on my head. I need to back wall it. I can get rid of back wall. Build a wall for the background that's man-crafted. That is no, I'm not doing that. I will come up with some other way to do this. I'm not putting a man-crafted wall in the background. That's ridiculous. We're gonna be fighting her in just a second anyways. Oh, good. That's not where I thought you would spawn. Because I think Plantera prevents shit from spawning while she's active. Because most bosses seem to do that. Okay, I am buffed up. Cool. I need to not stop moving. I keep on stopping moving for no reason. Ow. Oh my god. Fuck off. Oh, well. Okay. I love being caught in enemies in their hitboxes and just taking tons of damage because I'm caught in an enemy's hitbox. Yep. I just lose half my health because I get caught inside of a hitbox. I love it. I love it. That's so much fun. Getting caught in a hitbox and being stuck in the roof of my arena. Not able to move. Okay, so one thing I can do... Welcome back, Jack. So I could bring the nurse. Underground Tundra? Yeah, I have one of those. How much damage does this do? That's 11. Where's my... That's 10. Okay. So I could move the nurse there. Jack, I can't get feated Bagnacks in this world. They're not available to me. Because this is a, No, this is a... Can't remember. Is feated Bagnacks corruption or crimson? Well, yeah, this is a corruption world, so I do not have access to feated Bagnacks. Will you give me the freaking thing I want? No, of course not. You will give me the thing that I don't want. And you will continue to stand. Okay. You know what? You are here. Cool. You. You live over here. Get out of my face. Yeah, I can't create a Crimson. I don't have access to it, because this is not a Crimson world. what do I want to get rid of? I mean, it does suck, but I don't have access to it. It'd be nice to have, but... Like, there are other things that are nice to have in Corruption that I do get access to, but that is not one of them. Okay, I have 14 minutes for that. Okay, well, I have one more Wrath Potion. Have I had any solar eclipses? We had one. Nothing particularly good came of it. Not going as fast as I could. So what I am going to do is I'm going to... I'm going to see about moving the nurse over here. I say, having not in any way brought over any furniture that would allow me to move the nurse over here. Okay. I'm going to see about moving the nurse over there and see if I can maybe hop to the nurse and heal myself. Because that's not a strategy I've been using because I'm so used to, like, the nurse dying when I try to do that shit. I think I might also want to dig the bottom of the pit a bit deeper so the shit she throws out doesn't keep bouncing up into my face. Yeah, I don't think we need any, like, stacking events like that. Think we can do without stacking events. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do... Where'd the table go? Excuse me? What? Did I not bring a table? I did. It's up there. This room is missing a wall? Oh. I was so sure considered this to be a floor. But okay, if you really want me to adjust this. Is it talking about back wall? I thought any back wall works. Well, this isn't just a little bit annoying or anything. This does make it quite a bit more irritating to get this set up. Go away. Forget, can you just spontaneously break? No, you, because I have to start, like, down here, huh? Oh, good. A blood moon is rising. I was under the impression that you didn't have to have a civilized back wall for a room, but that might not be the case. You might have to have a civilized back wall. Well, I know you said that before for, like, not spawning shit. Okay, I need to go back then. Because I need to grab a bed. And I'll also grab some back wall while I'm here. My house does make a giant heart. That was not intentional, but I'm not gonna... You're annoying. Out of my face. Hey, got an achievement for freaking flyer. No, not this way. No, not this way. Yep, I'm going to try one more time to do Plantera, because there's a lot of stuff I'd love to do after Plantera. I also have to dig the bottom of this thing out a little bit, because I want her stuff to fall. And then I do have other stuff to do today. Gonna go to the dog park with my dog, which I've never done, so I'm really hoping it goes well. I'm so annoyed that we have still have never actually gotten the yeah, I'm not gonna go blindly digging for a life fruit. We'll find another one soon. I'm annoyed that we've never gotten the portable cement mixer. Like, it has just never shown up.